searching and searching. Like but just wanna clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect and ice up. Like a flag. Hear me now. So bout it. Dig it way.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Say.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Want to say good night and welcome to the EBUZZ. Big up, of course, to our listeners tuned in right now using the IRFM mobile app. Listening to IRI on the go. Welcome.
And of course, it's free. You remember that's your very favorite terminology. It's free. No payment, no cash needed, no deposit required. It is absolutely free. We want you to feel free to join us on our social media pages. Follow us on Instagram, and this is our new page, which is IRI FM Official. So IRI FM Official is a new page. Also, feel free to join us on Twitter, IRI_FM, and Facebook, IRI FM, and also TikTok at IRI FM 107. So we're pretty much everywhere. And get ready for a wonderful show tonight. We are ready. And of course, we are going to be welcoming Yaksta in studio tonight. And Olaf Blackwood, if I got that right.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, Olaf Blackwood will be our music artist tonight.
Not so new, you know, he has done
quite a bit
in the industry.
Grammy thingy,
yes,
rich.
Right, but especially behind the scenes, where, you know, sometimes they make that step forward into center stage, showcasing their artistic
so them new
skills.
to that.
Yes.
So
to that aspect.
Yes, we get it. So we're going to talk to Olaf Blackwood. We want to say congratulations to a lot of these musical material that have been submitted for the Grammys. And
Grammy consideration, some 75 projects.
Quite a bit.
Yes, including our very own Muta Baruka.
So we want to say congratulations. Yeah, Rastafari. Yeah. So Muta Baruka, so IRFM's Muta Baruka's latest project, Black Attack, is among 75 dancehall and reggae projects submitted for Grammy consideration ahead of the 67th annual Grammy Awards, which is going to be happening next year. I don't know if we can make this happen, but I think we should be coming from the Grammy Awards. I think it's something we should look into.
Absolutely, and why not? Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, I thought that we need to look into that, because that's something that is, you know, we need to be able to cover. Produced by legendary, this is Muta Baruka's Black Attack. Produced by legendary dub master / producer Mad Professor. Black Attack has 14 tracks, and it's Muta Baruka's first album in 14 years. As a Muta take a long break, but I'm rich, you know, I can't manage him, you know. So other reggae dancehall projects submitted included Spice's Mirror, 25, is it 25 inch?
Mirror 25.
Mirror 25. Shensia's Never Gets Late Here. Etana's Nectar of the Gods. Romain Virgo's The Gentleman. Bugle's Apex. Governor's Legacy. Dexter Dapp's Trilogy. Maxica's Generation of Kings. Ragging King's Therapy. Vibes Cartel's Party With Me. TJ, I'm a Chippy. And
I am Chippy.
Let me get it, but I am a Chippy pony. And Dean Fraser's Saxon Dub, which is, however, with first round voting now open, only 5 or 6 of the 75 eligible submissions this year will make the cut to vie for the best reggae album when the nominees are announced next month. So the 67th annual Grammy Awards will be held on February 2, 2025 in Los Angeles, where we should be.
Right.
Next. Just to fling that
covering, right. Just toss that out there, right?
Just fling it, right?
But yeah, you know, of the 75, you know, like you mentioned, only 5 or 6 albums will make the cut when they announce the nominees next month on November 8th.
Absolutely.
Are you listening to any particular albums right now that you think should be a part of the 5 or 6 when the nominees are announced?
Bugle.
Apex.
I just find find Bugle to be such a substantive artist in terms of his writing skills, his presentation, and the overall demeanor of him as a person. I think Bugle is what you call the perfect package. A bit, to me, unrecognized for how great he is and how talented he is. And I would just hope and wish and pray that he gets this recognition and gets a Grammy because he's really a good artist.
His last project, Toxicity, that was a really good album as well. Like I said, from the 75, only 5 or 6 will make the cut. Big and I, we were having a conversation during Music News on Monday. And one of the things he was highlighting is that the Grammys, they continue to tweak their nomination and voting process so it can be more inclusive. So persons who are a part of the voting will not be people who don't necessarily know the music or understand the genre like we have seen in previous years and so on and so forth. So really looking forward to, these changes, and hopefully we can see, like a nice mix and representation of dancehall and reggae through the Grammys.
It all boils down to balance, and the balance has to be correct. You can't have the equilibrium so offset where it just don't seem fair. So we would like an even balance of whatever genre it is. We're not just singling it out reggae and dancehall because that's ours, but we want it across the board. But we really would love for our genre to be much more recognized. Yes, of course,
the emphasis is there. And it would be even greater if, they could treat reggae and dancehall as, like separate genres, because the art forms are different, but of course, I for them awards. So, them bungle up everything. So that's what it is until such time.
Looking forward. So, and to be honest with you, all these artists here that we've read in terms of submissions, all substantive, great people in terms of the catalog and the body of work that they're going to be presenting. So
Massacre's Generation of Kings, Wicked, and he has the label behind him as well.
Right.
So let us see what happens there. Romain Virgo's The Gentleman. That's an awesome project as well. So, a lot of projects are out there. So let's see, how things transpires.
It's very wholesome projects, and we just hope the consideration is done properly and the people are put where they need to put. So, we want that to happen.
And to our listeners, we just mention a fraction of the 75.
Yeah, because
I think Taz has about 4 or 5 projects.
What you mentioned a while ago, about 10 or 11?
No, less than that. Just a fraction of the 75.
Yeah,
but,
I was saying how many we mentioned a while ago. I was thinking probably about 10 or 8 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, 8, just about.
There you go. So Vibes Cartel's Gesture sparks Gaza and Gully unity. What are your thoughts from Cartel's release from jail and what he's been able to accomplish or what he has been able to get done and the amount of attention that he's garnering? I just find his style extremely unorthodox, but very effective in terms of...
No, absolutely. You are right. It is. And I think you and I and a lot of us will not know what it is or what it means or what it feels like to be locked up for 13 years, just having your freedom just limited, basically nipped. You have to stay stationary during that time. So with him having this freedom, you can tell that he is very strategic with his movements, what he does, when he does it. And one of the things that he's doing, he stays in the news daily, whether it is he's going to look at a Porsche, whether it is he's showcasing his yard space, showing you his cameras, or chilling with his son, or just hanging out with Sidem. Everything he's doing in a big way. And I think one of the things that a lot of fans can appreciate is that when he goes out, people feel like they're partying with him because he has this inclusive mentality as opposed to a standoff kind of vibe. Me a the superstar, or not just the peasants. You don't get that vibe. Like he's buying liquor for the patrons. He's showing the selectors that, look, not because I'm in the club means you're not for playing a Movado. Hold the money, pull up, and he's vibing to Movado's diss songs for him in the club. So I think that kind of vibe just break the ice somewhat and kind of is just changing the dynamic, in my opinion, of just how the setup, the whole setup of the industry.
All right. To backtrack, this is Cartel before jail. That was always him. And
we never used to see him out like that though. It's almost like, the Gaza was his base.
Yes, but
you never really see him out like that, like
see
freely.
him out because we didn't have these platforms to see how well he's out. Because back in those days, when he used to come here, right? It was just us, the media, the mainstream. There was no Instagram, there was no TikTok, there was no social media. So for you to know that he's out, you literally had to go out. You had to go out, go see him. But the thought process of how we did things, he was always helping people. That's why he had his Gaza camp. He had his Portmore Empire, as you'd call it. And he did a lot of philanthropic work, especially with other people. He gave out a lot of free songs. He did a lot of free dub plate. Him just say, yo, go and hold that. So, I mean, what he's doing now, to me, is just it's just amplified. Because now he has several platforms to show what he's doing. But it was really him from long time. But he might go extra hard now, may I tell you?
No, he's definitely going extra hard. You're very right as it relates to social media magnifying a lot.
It is.
A lot of what we're seeing now. But in addition to that, I'm sure you have more patrons who can tell the tale of their personal experience, with Cartel.
We want to bring in one of these days. We want to do myself, Liquid, Digital Chris, DJ Wayne, and the affiliations that we've had with Cartel over the years. And let me tell you, him not easy. He's a brother who knows his business and he's about his business and he's always on point with business. So, Cartel is our brother a long time. Up to this day, we don't really literally see him, We don't see him yet, But I'm seeing him otherwise. It's just, I see him.
No, I know, right?
Phone, I see him. But,
even if you don't want to see him, you're going to see him. Once you have social media, you will
bad.
see him.
You see him on a feed, so. And you look. You flick. I him that on the other feed, You flick again, and him that again. Yeah, so his strategy is absolutely...
Him enjoying him life, and in doing so,
I think he should do what he's doing.
No, absolutely.
Do
absolutely.
it, enjoy it.
And you do have some people who feel some type of way about it to say, he is doing way too much on social media. Ultimately, to each his own. And if you're not a social media person, it may seem like it's too much. And if you don't understand the space, you may think that he's oversharing. But I'm sure there are aspects to his life that we are not privy to still, even though he still shares a lot.
Promotion, exposure means consistency. A lot of people may say that he says the same thing, where he seems to be there all the time. He's got a big concert coming up December 31. Make him stop share. The way social media and media overall is, you're absent.
The momentum.
Yeah, if the momentum drop for a slight moment, then forget you. So
not only that, you will have to build up.
You have to catch
another
up.
momentum,
Yeah,
right?
you have to catch
so
up.
Why build up when you have it?
When you have it, work it.
You are the algorithm. Why let it go?
Exactly. So, don't leave the man alone and make him live his life.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we should have buy 2 Porsche, not just one. No? Oh. One of my favorite part what's under my nose?
I'm out.
That's it. I thought that was also quite brilliant. Because I was wondering when people and I said that, what's under my nose? I'm out. So, it's brilliant. He's actually quite awesome. So, we also, what is this story with Dovey Magnum being deported?
Well, Dovey actually, there were rumors circulating that, she was deported, and then she just basically went on social media and she kind of went on a rant. And in her rant, she talked about, am I deport? You want it? Take it. And then, she also spoke about Jamaicans having this mentality of treating deportees badly, or kind of look at them in a negative light. And she just talk about all sorts of things without addressing her specific situation. So, that was just it. So she also spoke about people who are deported being in depression and that type of thing, So she went all in. She said a lot without giving any details as it relates to her specific situation.
She said a lot, but nothing about herself, pretty much.
Right.
So what my thing is this. You don't know the backstory on a lot of people's situation. And I always believe that you should never judge anybody because sometimes things happen. I have friends who've been deported, and the reason they got deported is no fault of their own. You have some of them. I give one example: a man marry a woman, right? Now the woman now becomes an extortionist expert, and she says, "Okay, I married you. You need to pay me this, and if you don't pay me this, I'm going to report you to ICE." And this is something that it seemed bona fide, meaning, they were dating, they loved each other, blah, blah, blah. The minute the marriage part happened, no, everything just changed. And then what happens is applications went in for adjustment of status or whatever, and she want money. She don't get the money. She withdraw the application. She, as the citizen, has the power to withdraw the application. And the minute she withdraws the application, you now, as the spouse, you're illegal. And then if you're reported, you're now going to go into removal proceedings. So a lot of people get deported, no fault of their own in that terminology. Others do, they commit crimes and so on. So as Dovey Magnum did say, it is, don't look down on anybody. You just respect whatever their position is.
Not even in that situation alone, but just in general. Like you see people going around, you don't know what is what. So you on the outside can't just be too judgmental or, hate or frown upon or whatever the case is.
Never judge a book by its cover. Find the story.
Absolutely.
And things happen. And as I say, sometimes it's no fault of your own. Sometimes it's your own fault. Because if you commit certain crimes or a level of criminality, you are going to get deported. And you're going to get a lifetime ban, meaning you can't go back. So, things like that. No, I will look down on a criminal because you know better.
No, absolutely, because you can't hype that up.
If you hype that up, you go on good, boy. You murder, man, you do this. No, foolishness.
No, not at all.
Rubbish. So, well, let us hope with Dovey now. We don't understand her situation. As I said, we didn't get much details on her thing.
No, she didn't give any details about it, but you know, she sort of just confirmed that that's her, current situation, but didn't delve into anything.
And I think I think that's a good idea. Because if she's now going to try to reinstate herself, which is possible, you don't want it in the media. You don't want it out there because these embassies, they watch your social media.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like a lot of people don't know, your digital footprint now is a part of your resume. Even to get a job, people will check your social media to see, what you're up to, how you post, what kind of content you share. And that now becomes a part of you.
They also need to understand that the immigration status, whatever it is, if you did a misrepresentation, you did something wrong, it follows you forever. Unless it is changed legally or whatever. So it's just always good to do the straight and narrow. Because, it follows you. 10, 15 years ago, that same thing what happened to you 10, 15, 20 years ago, when you go back, it pop up on you. It was like, what? So...
When you probably not even remember.
You don't, 90% of the time, they don't remember. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. So big concert. Was what, Shaggy, Sizzler, Louis Culture, among some of the entertainers others are there added for Tosh Fest. That's a big show coming up. It's going to be like
October 19.
Yeah, I love the lineup. Shaggy, Sizzler, Kalonji, Louis Culture, Samurai Eye are some of the latest entertainers to the Tosh Fest, October 19. And this is going to be happening in Westmoreland.
Of course, our very own Amber, she will be
she's
hosting.
A host, she's MC,
Yeah, so it's a good look, so make sure you check it out. And IRFM, we've always been a part of the Peter Tosh celebrations and that kind of thing. So, just keep it locked to the 107s as per usual.
Yeah, let's see, we can make a little trot. That's a Saturday, is it?
It's the 19th.
the
Yes, it's
19th.
a Saturday.
No, I won't. I won't be able to make that.
Where are you going? It's not even your birthday or anything.
First of all, and I think I should have told you this. The 19th of October, I think it is. It's a Saturday. There will be a Sandals Playmaker reunion.
Oh, wow.
Now, I just heard about it. For the folks who, were back in the day, me just do summer work. That's where I was. Just as fun. But there is a big effort. There's going to be an entire week of festivities. I'm going to send the information. We probably can give them a little highlight, music news or something. But
definitely.
There's going to be a resort takeover. I think it's 2 hotels. We're going to do Sandals Montego Bay and Sandals Royal. Same day. So there's going to be a day, Saturday, where we're going to enjoy the resort, Sandals Montego Bay, and then we'll do a official dinner in the night, formal, at Sandals Royal. And so a couple of people called, even our own Ron Mochette.
Oh, wow. That's
Ron,
awesome.
Natasha Parchment, Omar Robinson, who is now I big up some of these general managers at these properties because they were playmakers. So we're talking about Omar Robinson, who is now the general manager at Sandals Royal Plantation. We're talking about...
I love Royal Plantation. They have a beach
and the food we love.
on the island. And, that's my go-to. I will not say the type of beach it is.
I know the beach,
many moons.
but that's where you need to keep going. You see? Keep going there.
For many moons, that was my go-to beach where I just felt free. I will leave it at that.
I don't really like the way you say many moons, because you know how you stay when you go up beach, You see, you can't say nothing. But also,
no, I can't say that because you know the type of beach it is. I don't want to ball out too much.
Derek Meany, also general manager for Sandals.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen
River. He's a new DJ.
Meany in a while.
So he was one too. So, I mean, it was astounding. So I'm gonna see if I can.
So that's on the 19th.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get there. I'm on there to go.
You will get there.
Yeah, man. And
tell me about it.
Yeah, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be nice. So we're gonna look forward to that. I will send info and big up my friend Roxanne Chin and Natasha Parchment. I think they're
because I was at Sandals Mobe.
I know, and that's why I wanted to mention it to you. It's something that a lot of people. I would say Lollipop up there play all the while recently. Every wedding that him a play, You think he means it?
No, and look, he's enjoying himself way too much.
Yeah, Lollipop, you party too much in a youth. You want to hear him. And one thing with Lollipop, he have an accident, not an accent, He have an accident. Hey, man, water go on. You done know.
You have trouble with him. The minute he's on U.S. soil,
Jesus.
Accent kicks in. Instant.
You know what happened to him? He's just too rich. That's a problem. Big up yourself. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. Very exciting.
And there's going to be events through the week. Those things you pay as you go. But they're going to do Dr. Cave, they're going to do Coral Cliff, they're going to do a lot of things. But the thing that we will be going to is probably the 2 properties in the day and night.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. What else we got? We got our music artist that's going to be coming up shortly.
Yes. So we're waiting for the signal. And, big up to Abijah Livingston, more popularly known as Naki Whaler. He's again using his talent to make an impact on the mindset of Jamaican youths. And this time starring, directing, and producing a short film. The film is titled Flight or Fight, stars Naki, whose character plays the role of a father, Juane Wise, a young man contemplating life. So, big up to Naki Whaler. He consistently does things to keep, whether his father's legacy or just the music, alive. So big up yourself, Naki Whaler. And it's a 5-minute, 58-second screenplay. And it's a finalist in the JCDC FUI short film competition.
Big up yourself, Naki Whaler. Absolute congratulations to you for that. So it's now time for a music artist, but we're going to do it a little different. We're going to drop his tune, and then we're going to bring him in to have a conversation about what's been going on. So here is the latest musical effort from Olaf Blackwood, our music artist. Here he is.
Carbs! Sales, number one for home and hardware. Call us at 876-954-2220 or visit us at Main Street in Duncan Strolani.
The time is...
It is 9 o'clock. That is definitely
Take it easy.
Pull up for me, selector, pull up for me. Pull up for me, them tuna full of style. Pull up for me, selector, pull up for me. Oh, you mean them style, you murder.
When this a big tune bust, bassline roll, like as them of the post get out of control. This a murder. Tell selector pull it as a murder. Oh, you mean? Say when the dance get nice, lick up on ice, hold on pan a auntie and a bubble all night. It's a murder. Pull up the selection cause a murder. Hey, hey. Well if you never know, this a music that we make your bubble pan the flow. One thing about Jamaican, yeah we love we stage show. Dance it a keep and everybody happy go. At this so nothing know, we party every night. Now me capture vibes and you see me spliff a light. Pocket full of money, everybody living nice. Strictly peace and love, nobody nah broke, no fight. Such a joyous delight. When this a big tune goes, bassline roll, like as them up the place get out of control. This a murder.
All right, we want to say a special welcome to Olaf Blackwood. Boy, I saw you got rich.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Olaf, you good?
Yeah, man, most definitely. How you guys doing?
Well, you know, we're good.
We are good.
Glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Go ahead.
Well, we want you to introduce yourself to our listeners because we're saying music artist, but you're not so new to it. You know, Grammy nominated, certified platinum, a multi-platinum artist and songwriter. So just go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners. If we should say, who is Olaf Blackwood, aka Chaps?
Yes. I think that's still unwritten because there's just so much more I want to do and so much more, that hasn't been done. But I'm Olaf Blackwood, a singer-songwriter from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Even though I live in a foreign, I still don't left my accent. So I'm a singer-songwriter and music producer, and I also have a music publishing company as well.
All right, Olaf, you say you come from St. Elizabeth. Which part of St. Elizabeth you're from?
Blackwood.
Rich part, that's a rich part. All right.
Yeah.
Olaf, I want you to give us a little bit, in a very abbreviated term, or in an abbreviated way, your musical journey. How you start? Is it from school, church? How you get
exactly?
See there, and then
school
transition to where you're at now. Can you? So you started in school or church. Tell us that little story now. How you got to where you are.
Yeah, man. So it started. I used to be high in track and field. So I was like really fast. So I did like 100 meter, and I kind of saw myself at that point. I don't know. Everybody wanted to be a doctor when they're when they grow up, or like a pilot. And I used to just play football and do track and field and DJ every now and then. I used to DJ a lot of Bounty and Beanie. Pretty much a lot of the artists that was popular at that time. And I went to, they had a fair, like a school fair, and my friend Nancy's dad had a component set, with a little mic, and that's pretty much where it started. I just started DJing, and that day I went home with like a whole bunch of money in like legit all my pockets. So my grandfather was just like, "Where you thief? Where'd you get all this? Where you get all this money?" But for me though, even though it's kind of started that way, money was never really a thing for me when I think about music, because it's literally from the heart, and it's a byproduct of doing something that you love. Money's gonna come. So I just started from that. Then I went to Ocho Rios, to Garnet Silk recording studio, and recorded my first record there, and then went to Kingston to the Tasty Talent contest, and then shortly after that I met like Sharon Burke and started meeting different artists and stuff, people like Shaggy, and started touring and that kind of thing, and then moved to America and kind of done with music for a little bit after my brother passed away, because I went to go play back soccer, football. Yeah, and then eventually I found myself again, and then I started writing and playing the guitar, and that kind of opened up like a whole new way of looking at music for me, and just like songwriting and a whole bit. So that's pretty much where we are to where we are now.
You're a perfect
Wow.
orator. That's a great story in a very 2 minutes. We love that. That was
Yeah, thank you. I had to sum it up.
brilliant.
He
Yeah.
is a very talented writer as well. I mean, like whether
Thank
it's
you.
Drop Shade, Pull Up Center, or your collaboration with Bugle, you have a way with words. Talk to us about your writing style, and have you written for established entertainers as well?
Yeah, I guess like writing style is kind of different, man, because again, I grew up in Jamaica at a time where country music, strangely enough, was being played a lot in the household. So and country music, as in, is like storytelling music. So it's like you tell a story and try to, But my thing started from writing poems. So I used to I was one of them romantic Bones understand what I mean. There's a lot of poems Bones has written over the years, I'm sure.
No, I'll give you a better one. I don't write poems. You're talking to a poet beside me.
Oh,
That's Kishima. So let me ask you this now. Olaf, you write poems, right? Give me a poem that you write. If you can remember one off the top of your dome.
I mean, roses are red, violet are blue. No, I'm not. It was serious.
I really let you work with. All right, go on.
Yeah. So roses are red, violet are blue. Devon like you, but him not like me half as much as I do. Something along those lines. And she was just like, "Oh, that is the sweetest thing ever." And then she never talked to me after that. So.
The poem never ready.
The voice of the poem never ready.
That's why she got. But you cannot. I get a better poem than that. Kishima is going to give you a poem right now.
Wait,
let's hear it.
Because she's good enough.
It's not.
No, it's you, man. It's you, man. Go on, Kish.
No, he was in the process of talking about some of the established entertainers that he has written for.
You still have said the poem.
And then also your writing styles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So share the poem after me share such an embarrassing part of my life growing
exactly.
up. That's all for you.
My poetry
a
is
pressure.
Black conscious is
not wrong.
I'm with it. I'm maniacally, African mind,
I'll just give you a little line. Right?
Yes, give us something.
Let's hear it.
So gone are the days we wore shackles and chains, yet today we bear the pain of haunted memories, torture and slayings of our ancestors. We fight against each other for personal gain because some of us still remain the same, mentally enslaved, too afraid to go in search of because of what we may find.
Hello. And you hide that.
Hey,
that's beautiful. Well done.
That's gorgeous.
Look like spotlight. That's you, Olaf, not me.
Yeah, we should definitely collaborate.
Collaboration.
Yes, sir.
I see a collaboration here.
Yeah, no, we should totally do that. As Bone rightly pointed out. That's amazing. And I'm serious, though. That's beautiful. That's really dope. I didn't know that you could write like that.
Appreciate yourself instead of poetry. That's what
But mine is just really embarrassing.
No, you're
hers.
The girl, she's missing out. But
I know.
Olaf, some of the things that some of the top artists or established entertainers that you've written for.
Yeah, so I've worked with a lot of people, man. People like Shaggy, to like Maxi Priest, Bone Tequila, Beanie Man, Jazz Stone, Rose McGowan, Akon, Maya, quite a few people, man. Even Sanchez, bunch of different. Tessan, I worked on quite a few stuff with her as well.
So your new name is Rich. We like that. Yes,
So here
when I get paid.
Here it is behind the scenes. Like you have done a lot of work, and you spoke about your musical journey and taking a break after a significant loss in your life.
Right.
So now here you are pursuing the music again. Talk to us this time about your plan, your musical direction and what you hope to achieve.
Right. So right now I just finished a reggae album that's produced by Shaggy. So one of the songs that you just one of the songs you just played just now, Select a Pull It, which did amazing. This pretty much the day it came out, went number one in like Switzerland, Austria, and a bunch of different places like BBC Radio, like Germany is getting a lot of polls. So that reggae album is done. I have about 15 songs on it, and I'm still kind of like playing it by ear, maybe get like 2 or 3 more to kind of see, to see what come of it, and see if we can get like something really solid, like a very true solid body of work, and then just hopefully like people can actually just realize that nobody's perfect, and I'm telling a lot of like my stories and you know, just bonding a lot, you know, through my music, you know. So hopefully people can actually, I want it to resonate with people. That's why we take so long with it and the timing and picking the right songs to make sure that it accurately depicts like me as an artist and the journey and that kind of thing.
Well, the terminology we call it is do it good and done.
Don't right.
Yeah, don't. Right. I don't want to big up Shaggy because he's actually here. I know the show is coming up on the weekend, so on the 19th. But he is here already, and I know he's just making the rounds, making sure that the network is strong.
Oh yeah, we're in the studio. A couple nights ago working on some more stuff.
Big up my brethren Gary Matalan with a lot of land. I don't call him.
Yeah. Gary is the boss. You know, that's all of us. That's the you know, I salute Mr. G.
Yeah, Gary, big up yourself.
Olaf, tell us about Heart Too Clean, the collaboration with Bugle, and is that a personal experience for you?
Most definitely. I mean, it's aptly named Heart Too Clean. It's a lot of, you know, people in my life. Not, I wouldn't say a lot. Quite a few people I've met that just doesn't have a conscience, you know. And they say, you know, draw your boundaries because takers don't have any. So when you're an empath and you give and you care about what people are going through, just remember to actually save some for you. And my habit over the years is kind of giving away even what I should be holding on to, and then finding myself like, you know, nil. And so, you know, a record like Heart Too Clean is a from a personal experience.
You know what I'd love for us to play that? I was going to ask you, Olaf, to introduce it, but you just did a while ago. You gave us a synopsis, you gave us a breakdown of what the tune is about. So all I want you to do right now is just introduce it. So listen to Heart Too Clean and it's done. Because you don't tell you what it's about already. But just bring it up and we'll play it right here in the studio.
Well, I don't have it with me. You guys, you're going to play it. Okay, big it up.
We got it, brother. We got everything.
Okay, you got, Kashima played it a few times. Well, you're listening to IRFM with DJ Bones and Kashima Francis. And right now we have a preview for you people, wonderful people out there, Heart Too Clean with Bugle.
Rich.
I'm just a YouTube's Heart Too Clean round messed up people. And I'm just a soul who always stop them though they're evil. I'm just a YouTube's Heart Too Clean round messed up people. The kind of love, the kind of loyalty we show. Most people with around me not deserve it, I know. But me sure in myself a positivity me sow. But before you reap that, the trees them have to grow. All the ups and the downs make the rivers them a flow. So me not gonna stop my prayer, still just open up a door. Everything is just a matter of time. Every struggle is a matter of mine. So the only thing me need in my life. From me got it, everything will be fine. But I'm just a YouTube's Heart Too Clean round messed up people. I'm just a soul who always help out when them evil. I'm just a YouTube's Heart Too Clean. YouTube's Heart Too Clean.
Them only love what you can do for them not like you. The same buckle you a fight, me a fight too. Yes, I one little girl and them clown out. Yeah, man, a woman of them weakness, no doubt. Sometimes them not gonna know your value until it's too late. But me not stop to good cause me too great. Just have to learn how to deal with two-face. Take everything with a smile, man, a screw face. Feed them and give them a knife and turn your back, them still stab it. Show up when them not have it and show off when them have it. Remember the bad, but the good them forgot it. Me know them dirty style, them dirty habit. No, me now have enough energy for you carry it. Pagans when I go make you change me heart rate. No, me know you want me dead, but are you first? Me assume them now know I'm really curious. I'm just a YouTube's Heart Too Clean round messed up people.
All right. You know, Olaf, that's an awesome tune. Talk to
Thank you, my brother.
About the writing. You and Bugle, you alone, Bugle alone. Who the writing with that tune? Because Bugle have to write, and I saw him stay.
Yeah, so Bugle did his verse. My verse and like the chorus was already done, and then a friend of mine, Richie Rock, you know, basically he heard it first in the infancy, and he was like, "Yo, man, this is really dope. You know, I'd love to see you and Bugle do something one day." And I'm like, I don't know, send it to him, see if he likes it. So he sent it over, and the next day he sent over a verse, and I was like, "Boom, here we are, you know, release it."
I know it's on Bugle's Apex album.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's for Grammy consideration. That's a good look.
Olaf, we were talking about the Grammy considerations a while ago, Kashima and I was just saying to her about how substantive an artist Bugle is.
Yes.
The brother can write, he can present, he can perform. I wish he would get more accolades than what he gets. I think he's absolutely amazing. And a good person too. But when you hear his songs and the lyrical content and how he coins the words and the phrases, this brother is really a genius, but a humble one. A humble one.
Yeah, man. And everything, as far as like accolades, everything is time and place. You know, the most I decide when certain things have to do. You just have to kind of do what you do. A wise person once said, you know, it's amazing what man can accomplish when we stop worrying about who gets the credit. So that whole trophy mindset, for me personally, it, you know, when you look at like competition and working for the first or second or third place or number one, it's just like my mindset and philosophy is just run my race and wish everybody the best. And whatever come with that, whenever it comes, it is. Because like even for me sitting right here, like a lot of Jamaicans don't really know, you know, of me as an artist and the stuff that I've done. And then when you go certain places, like them sing my song on The Voice. I remember people telling me, go try to try out for The Voice. Well, my song has been, you know, people sing my song on The Voice. Like contestants are trying to make them name with my song on The Voice. And then you come around and do your thing. It's just not like normal stuff. I have a video of like 70,000 people in Romania losing their minds the minute the song was played. So you find yourself now, like with all that stuff that you're doing, where is the quote unquote accolades and where is the rating, so to speak? And it's just that's why I'm just focus on just the music and getting it across the people. As long as I can reach the people, I'm okay, you know?
You reach them.
And that's a very good way to look at it, because I think watching the accolades and getting yourself worked up about not getting the recognition, it also distracts you from your goal, your mission. It takes you off your road to success. So in order to stay focused, you have to look at your specific end goal that doesn't necessarily, you know, somebody dangling or giving you a trinket. If it comes, that's awesome, but you know, you still have to stay true to the course that you're on.
Yeah, with your blinders on, because then you get like overly fixated on all the noise and everything that's happening around you, that like, if I don't get this, then this is what happens. I release a song now and it didn't do what I wanted to do, therefore I don't go in the studio. But what you don't realize is I have records now that was released independently like 3 years ago, and it has been number one consecutively about 30 times in this country called Papua New Guinea with over 9 million people. It's like way later after it has been released. So once the music is out there, a friend of mine, Starboy, once said, you know, don't let it die on the drive, which means when you work on music, don't just let it sit there, put it out there, because his record, his record that blew up and went gold in America, you know, it was released, stopped out at 1 million streams, and then eventually somebody released it, played it, and then it became this massive thing because it's already out there. So don't let it die on the drive. Work on your music, put them out there, and let, you know, fate and destiny and the Most High decide, you know.
Well, Olaf, here's another thing. You know, you seem to take a lot of quotes, and I love that. So you're talking about being tunnel vision and focusing. So on the quote of our former chairman who owned IRFM, he would say, don't watch your noise in the market, watch your seal, right? Watch the seal, right? The question I wanted to ask you, the songs that you've written, the regular man out the street, the regular man, you know, don't know who you are in terms of what you've done. Give us a list of some of the songs that you've written that you think most people would know. You were talking about a thing in Romania where 70,000 people were jamming to your song. Give us some of the songs that we may know, or just let us know, because we know you're a prolific writer. So let us know some of the songs that you've written.
Yeah, man, most def. Well, of course, like usually it's co-write, because my stuff is usually just me. But you know, as soon as there's other people, it's just like Kashima, like that poem that you just read, I'd probably like, you know, work on that with you, and then it becomes like an art thing. So as far as like songs that I've written, you know, people that I've worked with, as you know, as I said, like, you know, with Shaggy and Junior Reid, Reggae Christmas is one of the records I wrote on. Spice, Send It Up is one of the records I wrote on. And a bunch of stuff, man. Like I wrote like 7 other songs on her Grammy nominated album. I co-wrote them with like, you know, me, Shaggy, Shane, and a bunch of different people. Other songs like, you know, One of These Days with Diljan. That's a record that a lot of people like as well too. Wrote on that one. And then a lot of like the pop stuff as well, you know, for like Crush, who's a super mainstream K-pop artist. His first song in English is a record that I wrote called Lay Your Head on Me, which did really, really well. And then my own stuff, so there's quite a few stuff out there,
You've been busy.
But you know,
Oh, yeah, man.
to ask you though, Olaf, like here it is, you are now in the spotlight. You have placed yourself in the spotlight as an artist. How do you create that balance to, like say no to certain projects? Because, in writing for others or working on projects that are behind the scenes will, ultimately take away from your goal or your plan. What's that balance like going forward, or that's something that you can manage?
No, I can manage it because me not really cave under peer pressure. Based on just how I'm raised, there's a lot of things happening around me, and my belief is that it's choices and not chances that governs one's destiny. So it's all about what you choose to do with what's happening around you, irrespective of how much you think I have to. So I'm not really worried about going off the off track with stuff. I'm really focused on what I'm doing, and if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't hit me here and feel good, I follow my heart usually. And it's kind of cliche to say, but I do follow my heart. If it doesn't fit well, seems right, and I just won't do it. And in the words of Shaggy, if it's not a win-win, it's a bad idea. So I factor a lot of those things when making decisions. So certain projects and certain things I won't deal with. Like for example, somebody reached out to me. They have like this tequila thing that they're doing in Mexico, and they're like, "Hey man, I'd really love to do some stuff with you on this thingy." And I don't know if you know, but I just recently became the brand ambassador for Lifespan Spring Water. So I'm like, how am I gonna then be a brand ambassador for like alkaline, natural water, and then go and be something to do with like, alcohol like that. So I had to it was like a lot of it was like choices.
And it has to be a true representative of what you believe.
Exactly.
And I contradict yourself. You don't want that.
Some people don't have like that ethics compass, it's like, okay, the money's right, I am good to go. So that's commendable.
No.
Yeah, and in the words of Bounty, sorry to cut you off, Bones, but in the words of Bounty, he had said something where he's like, not all money is good money. I remember him saying that, because sometimes you can have to stand up for something, if it makes sense. I'm a pescatarian. I stopped eating meat many years ago. I'm believing in a healthy lifestyle. I go hiking. I'm a drink water, I'm be natural. So what are you saying, Bones?
Well, I lost my train of thought now because you're so brilliant at what you were just saying. But one of the things I wanted to find out from, as now that you have transitioned or added to your portfolio, being the artist now, I wanted to find out, apart from the tunes that we have, I wanted to find out, you got an EP, you got an album, you got anything coming out that we can look forward to? How soon? Who are some of the collaborators, if you do have any, and how many tracks? Anything like that, tell us.
Yeah, so the reggae track, as I mentioned earlier, the reggae album, and one of them is one you heard with Shaggy on it. And I have a reggae album that he produced, which I really wish I could sit here and just press play and just preview them all here, just for you guys, because they're like, it feels like, when you do stuff and it's like, because my thing is, I always ask myself, did I do the best in any situation? No matter what it is, I'm like, did I do my best? And the question is, and once I arrive to the conclusion of like, yes, you did, or no, you don't, then I let it stay. If you didn't do your best, then next time I work on these things as a Scorpio, I overly fixate on that. So as far as I could the album coming out, man, I'm like, huh?
I'm saying, welcome to the Scorpio Club.
Oh yeah, no, I plan like, what can I do better? So this album, man, I feel like it's a true representation of like, one, what I feel as an artist and the direction. I think it's like a beautiful symphony, and I honestly cannot wait to bring it forward. And what better person than like, the most decorated dancehall artist, to have him, produce this and with his vision and guidance. I just can, I can't wait, man. Honestly, can't wait.
So we're looking at some mechanics who want to find out. You have a release date? Can you give us something?
No, that's the thing. It should have been. Well, the record that dropped with me and Shaggy, Selector Pull It on August something. That should have been like a few earlier, but then there's a whole bunch of other stuff coming out with it. So it kind of delayed it, which then delayed the actual release date. But definitely, somewhere early next year is kind of like where my headspace is at with it. And then, release one more single. Now is like, which do you push forward? Because like, I really wish I could have played it for you guys, man. It's just like, yeah.
Tell us about Drop Shade. When I see the video is fresh, the song is fresh, just to play on words, like literally drop shade, your shades dropping down on your face, and drop shade. And talk to us about that.
So drop shade, I guess the whole, thing behind that is being focused on what you're doing, as we mentioned earlier. You have to ignore the noise. And the noise coming out of the farm. It comes in friends, family members, and the closest people to you a lot of times. And I think those are the ones that have a little bit more impact than just the average person on the street, because like you hold them at such, high standards that anything they say or do just affects everything from your mood to your outlook. So Drop Shade is our record. We're just saying that I acknowledge that there is noise around me. I get it, but I'm going to stay here and be focused on what I'm doing. So the whole thing about it is just, it's got nothing to do about glamorizing certain kind of taboo lifestyle or anything like that, but it's about literally, I'm just focused. They told me I won't do it, and I am doing it, and I'm not necessarily rubbing it in their faces. I'm just a man on a mission, so to speak, and then that's just what it is.
We are looking forward. We're looking forward to this thing here. We're looking for the album. We're looking for everything. And, of course, once you have the release or you have a pre-order or whatever, let us know so that we can...
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. I'd love to come back on this program and I just want to get like my little DJ headset and like maybe like a fancy mic. Not that your microphone that you got in your hand, Bones, isn't fancy, but Kishima's mic.
I'm a business with it, and I'm my own. So that's our work. Work me our.
Maybe I get one of those mics, maybe some really cool headset, and those little things, and just start, the little DJ thing, and just start playing like a bunch of songs. I'd love to come and just preview the whole album.
But when you come to think of it, Olaf, so Kishima mic really look rich for true.
Then I'm gonna tell you, and it's not the regular one. It's not the regular one.
I don't want to flim flam me. You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Really?
All right.
Repeat.
If you repeat, it's not work out.
For persons who are listening, Olaf, and if they want to book you for an event, how can we book you? And also tell us your social media handles.
So it's just at my name, at Olaf Blackwood, and I'm literally the only person in the world with that name. And if I find another one, well, there can only be one Olaf Blackwood, so we don't know how that's going. It's going to work out. No, but it's just at Olaf Blackwood everywhere, from like, Instagram, Twitter, the whole bit. And then it's on my website, www.olafblackwood.com, and then there's a man.
I am sure a lot of the ladies out there love your last name. Not true?
Yeah.
All right, moving along. Moving along. Boop, 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 boop.
Boys, it easy.
I'm sure you've been told that.
Them like your nickname. Them like your nickname.
Them say, boy, I like he last name, so he go
Yeah. I have a few artists who refuse to call a last name.
I figure that's much.
Yeah, I'm an artist I do a collab with me, and the brother say, yo, him just call me Olaf. And say, yo, man, call him.
Or he probably say Olaf, Panda last name.
Olaf, everybody did them do that. People tell me to change, by the way.
So where chops come from? Because when I got the collab with Bugle, it's like Bugle and Chaps. I'm like, okay, so Chaps is Olaf. Okay. So where chops come from?
So the thing, okay, so Olaf Blackwood, the main stuff I did was mainly like pop music, right? And on Spotify and places like that, I really want, because I do so much different kind of stuff, I don't want to put out 7 different songs that doesn't sound, they all sound like 7 different people, so it look like a mixed CD. So Olaf Blackwood, I kind of kept usually for the stuff where it's like English stuff, like my pop stuff, or if I go do a country record, or even a reggae album. But like for the stuff that I just chat some Medstream and some other stuff where like maybe you use certain language I'm not necessarily super proud of. I don't know if my auntie will listen, but then my work with Chaps. So Chaps was just a nickname for him. My next nickname, Chaparita.
I know you're originally St. Elizabeth. We know the folks, you have your fans, you have your family. Anybody you want to large up down in the St. Best area there?
Quite a few people, man. My friend Folly, Chris, Bosco, and all my sisters, Ornella, Kadeen, and moms, and everybody, my cousins, Pepe, and well, he's in CVU, but a bunch of my family, everybody are listening, the whole of St. Elizabeth, the whole of Lakota.
Need to make a little run, go to St. Elizabeth down there, nice, The view, the view down there is beautiful. The female is gorgeous. I love it. So
Kashima.
Kashima, come from St. Elizabeth. No, so Ochi straight.
You come from Ochi? We used to go Ochi,
Oh, really?
I was in Ochi High School. Come to live at Ochi.
My sister, Corrine Francis, went to Ochi High. My brother, Timar Francis. But I went to Westwood. all middle school.
Yeah, man, I went to Ocho. Funny enough, like Ocho Rios was so before me used to just do more cultural DJ kind of stuff. And then Ocho Rios, after moving to where Garnet Silk place was at, I started writing more sing J stuff, and that was the first place that I actually previewed a song was at Ocho Rios High School during some Emancipation Day thing. So a lot of it from what I'm doing now as an artist and as a vocalist kind of started from that place.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
we need to have a longer conversation with you.
No,
and before you guys leave, I'm gonna need addresses.
We can't leave. You are gonna leave. We not.
So before me leave, before me leave, I'm gonna need the address so I can send you guys over some Lifespan spring water because I saw one buckle of water a while ago. I don't really know if that's kind of the most healthiest choice.
I love Lifespan. I actually have a case of it at home right now.
Yes, you love Lifespan.
Yeah, but you get one case now go good.
You're right. You're right.
Two more case. So about you, Kashima, how much you want to talk to me?
All right, here what? Never bridge with a covered truck. Outer road.
With a covered truck?
Yeah, man.
Can pick them up? So in that case,
so is
Kruger, link up. Yeah.
Olaf, this is Nayana.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the what?
Lifespan. This is Nayana, right?
Yeah.
Right. So she shared her journey on the road to success and told us, how it all started. So really exciting stuff. So yeah, Lifespan of water.
She's a visionary.
I love Lifespan and my water.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you off earbones with the whole truck thing because I might be able to get like a couple hundred cases so I can kind of maybe sell them.
You have the 100 cases, me have the transportation. No worry.
And we can work on that. Me sell a couple, maybe sell it like half the price, and then maybe cut Kashima in with the like the profits.
Bones is gonna send the jet details so we can get it, right?
No, the jet no run pan water, So the
soon in
carry
the future.
Water. We're gonna have a hydrojet at some point, but no, we need to talk about that Lifespan because that's my favorite water. I love it.
Yeah,
man.
This was really amazing, and thank you so much for coming on and sharing.
Yeah, man, most stuff.
Now we can put a face to the voice. Lots of our listeners locally and internationally. So when they hear it, and like Bones said earlier, just share with us when the project is ready, so we can add it to our playlist for sure.
And then the next thing, as I said to you earlier, Katuma, and I appreciate that, is especially on a record like One of These Days with Diljan, when you read the comments of people who they don't have a horse in the race, they don't care about the accolades and the whole bit, it's coming from the heart. So I go through those myself and read them to see people's genuine response to what the music actually means to them. So stuff like that, I implore people to check out a record like, One of These Days and obviously select a pull it. And thank you guys so much, for having me and for, previewing the music as well.
Enough respect.
Yeah, man, much respect, man.
Keep shining, brother. Because you only have a short lifespan, no pun intended.
That's why I have to stay hydrated.
Hydrated, brother. Kruger, link up with the truck, brother. We have some.
Talk to me off here, though.
We'll talk to you about after.
We'll talk off
Olaf,
here.
love here.
Thank you so much,
yeah, man, much love, much respect, my brother. Much respect.
Every time.
Thank you, Kashima.
All right.
Yeah,
so
man, bless up.
We're getting ready for a party down here. And if you're not a party, you have to hydrate when you go to these parties. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, you have to hydrate.
So we're going to be talking to Sheldon McIntosh. He's the promoter of Retroflex. If you notice, a lot of these retro parties, oh my goodness, them just take over the whole place. So we want to big up Sheldon. Welcome.
Welcome, Sheldon.
Greetings.
No, greetings.
Good night, Bones and Kashina. What's up?
Where's the Sheldon Retroflex 80s, 90s retro party? I want you to tell us where, when, how much to get in, what time we need to get there. Give us all the information, who is on the bill, everything about the party.
Not a problem. The place to be this Saturday is Rum Bar, Rum Creep, Retroflex. The best of the 80s and the 90s. It's at the Mass Camp in Kingston. We have a solid, big lineup. Renaissance Disco, DJ Liquid, DJ Smurf. You guys must know Smurf. And
yeah, we heard of him. We've heard of him, yeah. We've heard of Liquid, too.
Yeah, man. Richie Feelings. He told us 1,500 at the gate. It's 2,500. I will always have a special for the ladies. Ladies are 2 for 1 before 11 p.m. and gates open at 9 p.m.
Sheldon, tell us about your ticket outlets.
Right.
Where can we get some tickets if we don't get it at the gate?
All right, tickets are available. Pre-sold tickets are available at Stationery World at Book Center Limited. That's off Mullines Road at Santana Avenue.
Right.
Loud Fashion, Kingston Jerk, Collectibles Mall Plaza, Avery's Beauty Concept, Gina's Pharmacy, that's in Portmore, Marshall's Pharmacy, that's in Greater Portmore, and online xtickets.com. So those are the outlets.
Well, yes. Look here, Sheldon. I want to find out from you, how's the security, how's the parking, everything set for this event? Because we know these retro parties getting real big and crowded these days. People just love this market of music. How's your security and parking?
Yeah, man, our security is solid. Sentry is providing the security along with the police. So all of that is sorted out. Patrons, you guys are safe.
Yes.
But I have to big up my sponsors. Rum Bar Rum Cream, Stationery World, and Book Center Limited, Fragrance and More, Double 7 Energy Drink. They'll be giving a lot of giveaways. Mac Pack, Recon Events, Glam Condoms will be giving away a lot of products. And Barcode providing the bar service.
Hey, Sheldon, this sounds awesome. It really does.
Before you leave us, we wanted to remind us what time should we get there and who, what, when, where.
All right, gates open at 9 p.m. The place to be, I want all of your listeners, the place to be this Saturday. It's Rum Bar Rum Cream Retroflex. It's at the Mass Camp in Kingston. As I said, we have a solid lineup. Renaissance Disco, DJ Liquid, DJ Smurf, and Richie Feelings. And ladies, remember you're 2 for 1 before 11 p.m.
All right. Sheldon, is there, did you mention ticket outlets? Where can we get tickets?
Yes, you did.
Remind us.
Yeah, man, not a problem. Stationery World and Book Center Limited, that's off Mullines Road. Loud Fashion, that's in Alpha Tree, Kingston Jerk, Collectibles Mall Plaza, April Beauty Concept, Gina's Pharmacy, that's in Portmore, Marshall's Pharmacy, that's in Greater Portmore, and xticket.com. That's online.
I
want your listeners them to get the ticket.
I want them to go online, especially because that's the easiest. You can buy your tickets from anywhere. Buy it from your yard.
Exactly.
So go online. It's extremely convenient. Sheldon, we only want to wish you the best of the party. We know it is going to be awesome. The package that you presented to us on air sounds phenomenal, and we only wish you the best. We know it's going to be a sold-out, successful event. And big up yourself, my brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, and big up to you and your listeners.
All right, Sheldon.
All right, bless of yourself. That was Sheldon.
Sheldon McIntosh. He is the promoter of Retroflex.
80s, 90s.
And 80s, 90s are the nicest time, you know. I tell you.
90s, nice, bad.
Yeah, but boy, I tell you. I tell you, say, hey, are you named Yaksta stepping in the studio? You want to see the man look rich, you know. Kish. The man look extra rich in coming out with him.
What would you expect him to
pretty baby.
Island?
Hi, baby. Woo, we say, little baby pretty, you know. And
what kind of wave this?
Well, we have to little baby said hi. And she wave back, rich.
Aww.
Yeah, man.
Stop show off. Hey, Yaksta.
We shall really put her on camera when people see her, but we don't know her. She's too starish. Yeah, she's too
starish. On the island, you there?
Yeah, you don't know the island, you know, you know?
Yaksta. But me here say your passport a quarrel, you know.
How do I know?
So me talk to the passport right there. You say, bones, me overwork. You say, brother, me pop down. Me say me get stamped back, front, left, right, top, front. Me say, my youth a part of the work. Just work with it. Me here say overstamp. Then I say to go.
I say him tell her.
Boy, the man say more to quit. He might quit to work, him say. No, my one never stamp out.
Let's kick things off with your latest track, Pond Island, a collaboration with Kabaka Pyramid. Well, he produced it. How did this connection with Kabaka come about?
You know, so initially was Kabaka had an album, Calling.
Right.
Yes, I mean?
Right.
I liked the album. I posted it on my story, and you done them say give thanks. He made a follow. When I dropped my album 22,
following year, he came at the album launch unannounced. Me never invite him.
A film style that doing.
Wow.
He just pull up and him just say, oh, boom, and him come perform and be him and them and, quite a few of the asked, but Kabaka showed up and him showed a lot of respect and love. When I made my debut in Europe, there was a lot of Jamaicans there, but he was the only one who stayed. Watch my performance, come in, and just give me, some critics and say, all right, DJ, you have this as the same way, and the people feel a thing. And at first, I see somebody rarity, but do this and do this and do this and do this.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have to give him respect and him flowers.
Kabaka has been here. Did we have him as a new artist? I think he was. I'm not
I
sure.
think it was some time ago.
We've had Kabaka here as a new artist. And let me tell you, when we call on him, he arrives.
Yeah.
He's supportive.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is nothing new
Yeah.
with how he operates.
Yeah.
But one of the things we want to find out from you now, Yaksta, because we are talking to you about the passport and how it overwork.
Yeah.
There. But you have this tuner.
Yeah.
Rashona.
Pandi Island.
Just shift out of the way a little bit there. We're going to talk about Pandi Island, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about how this song came about. And after you give us a little synopsis of how the song came about, we will drop it right here in studio.
Pandi Island is a retrospective, modern type of twist to the culture we really and truly are going now.
Okay.
It's to actually commemorate the memory of what Jamaica stood for, stand for, and that is now depleting.
Right.
It's like in our generation, reggae are making but it's not fully fun per se.
Right.
And in order for the song transcend to this generation, you have to use jargons, code, and keys because really and truly that's where the youth them frequency is at now. But I wanted to make a song to show Jamaicans radio appreciation worldwide. So the song was built specifically for Jamaica and Jamaican radio stations across.
Somebody remember with Jesus. Thank you.
It just push go beyond my expectations, just like ambition. So every time I do a song a specific thing, I say Taylor for this, it just run with. All right, now this song really left me right now like it
you can't catch this song now.
Gone.
So we're gonna drop it.
Not only that, the song nice we juggle, it nice we play rhythm fat and nice. It just
nice. You know the rhythm fat?
Because I can feel it.
You can feel the fatness.
Yeah, I can feel
behave
it.
yourself. Behave. I don't like how you're describing the rhythm. Like,
calm down.
Calm down, Kish. Calm down.
Save me pop. Press play.
Press play.
Pepper rock. Pepper rock. Can't smell nasty. 12 mils with the carty. High grade in the party. Full up the Gucci and passy. Custom made from my class fit. Worst me jeans of Versace. Woman is a natural Barbie. She make me image this good thing the classy. So everywhere we go, go check the rocking on the stereo. I let the kids about the hydrant. Just nice to step on the island. Oh Lord, oh well. Everywhere we go, sweet red you're rocking on the radio. Find a woman over wine pan. Just nice to step on the island. Oh Lord, oh well. EBUZZ, so you so coming like. Girl, I give me room, say she want me coming night. So me bust the curtain, I let some sunny night. Rest me bun the trees and my mind say just the vibes. Shatters of the tools, arms out, nobody try. You help me get my grains if me ever bust the rice. The streets they go room, so nobody broke the vibes. Big dance tonight, down on the gully side and Gaza. Everywhere we go, we break the rockin' from the stereo. I let the kids about the hydrant. Just nice to step on the island. Oh Lord, oh well. Everywhere we go, sweet red you're rockin' from the radio. Find a woman over wine pan. Just nice to step on the island. Oh Lord, oh well. Summertime, so me outside.
Well, I'm not tell you. Me listen to this song and me tired. We can't stop move.
Look, Yaksta, you have a way with words. You all ever since you come on the scene, like I think that is something that really got a lot of us like, okay, this artist is different. We love the way he writes. From you say, you just let some sun in it. If you follow me.
In our Kichiva. Me I watch it from one day in our.
It's.
It.
No, just the writing is cleverly done. I would absolutely appreciate, this type of knack. Talk to us about your creation process, like when you're in your zone. Are these things that you think about?
You see, sometimes what I've learned on this journey of music is that we are all gods. Whether we like it, like from once we are creators, players of instruments, we are somewhat of a god to somebody. And when you create something, make it be a religion because people use your art as rituals. So you see, if you can inspire, I think that you're literally just trying something that innately that is not you. So for me personally, my creation process comes from thinking what someone has never said, even though everything that we are saying has been said in several different other languages, we just don't know, So yeah, man, for me it's just thinking about how we can make somebody else's spirit be lifted. Because sometimes some of the greatest hit songs when me write is always in my down times,
Yeah.
At my worst, per se.
Mm.
Yeah.
And and a lot of artists can actually relate to that in terms of when some of the biggest hits happen is when you're under the most pressure or you are at your lowest because you have to find an outlet to create, and sometimes that's where your creative juices flow the most.
So, but some people some
people crash.
Yeah, get sucked inside of the dark.
Why this wife is so cute?
Watch it,
youth.
But whatever it is that's weighing heavy on you, sometimes that pressure it can make diamond or it can break a person.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. No, this tune that we have here, I'm looking now for a body of work, which you've been doing.
Yeah.
Album, EP.
Yeah. So we have Late Bloomer coming,
Yeah.
For this project, going feature, the whole Bush music movement with Smokehouse, you have Gilver Music, you have Dan Raj, you have Divine Global. Also, you have Bush Music same way, but also I'll be allowing some of the fellow DJs that has been keeping Yaksta career alive on the radio, also on the project, So you can look out for even Collision,
Rich!
Yeah, I have a lollipop, even though me and him can't agree, Brian.
Say.
Hey, but I like lollipop, I went there.
You're on this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on there, man.
Yeah, but I like it.
You know what that means? That means we're not friends. Anytime you go on, some you're my friend.
Jingle, yeah, man, they're my friend.
A big friend, yeah, man.
But Yaksta, there was something you mentioned it earlier, like I know you're talking about Late Bloom, but 22, the album launch, like that was really impressive in terms of how so many entertainers, you brought them together and we get that feeling of unity. What describe for us that feeling and the vibe, and was it orchestrated or it just happened?
In anything that you do, you will find persons that are much more greater than you.
That's
you have to acknowledge our own greatness.
So true.
And it takes more energy to actually evoke ego than to actually be yourself. And for me, I'm just being myself. I just show the respect to who show me respect. And even when I'm nothing good to say about an artist, I just not bother say nothing. Which that's never the case, because literally I am an artist, and sometimes we do have our cycles, as I normally call it. Why cycles still. But
watch it, youth.
So, but for the album launch, when I said La Bass him turn up, being a man see me, big up to Doc. Give me a new name, Big Dread.
Big Dread.
He's always giving people nicknames. Both have a nickname,
Him and Barry Saman. They give name to everybody. But one of the things, this is a song that probably wouldn't be on your EP, but it's one of my songs I play all the while. You did it for your producer named Control Tower. Bush Party. Yo, the tune body. So when we hear the song, they say, say, oh, we Yaksta get this tune there. Bush Party, I keep cycle with it.
But the truth is that, all right.
Yeah.
It's not say it wouldn't reach, but I think people have them appreciate all the versions of Yaksta.
Yes, the facets, yeah,
but them respect the consciousness
definitely
more. So anytime I go like anything of the ambition vein or
Yeah.
You know, them social commentary, they always tend to actually have an impact, like walk inside my shoes earlier on this year.
Right.
You know? So, yeah. So that's one of them things there, you know?
Because I think with that we kind of get the realness, you know, like of course there's different sides to Yaksta, but I think you're most authentic when like we can feel you more through your music, your words, just everything. Like you paint a picture when you go them type of songs as opposed to other songs that you're doing, like when you get into the party.
Bush party, I know dirty song, Bush party is just a party.
No, I know, but it's just that. He has a way to evoke emotions, and I think you're most powerful when you're doing those kind of tracks. Like we really feel it.
Yeah.
And funny thing about it, Beanie Man said that to me. Like he might say, you know, honestly, I'm a fan of all your work though. I see which way you can go, but we have thousands of them people already. We just want you over here, so. Me don't want to put in one box because me wouldn't be the person to tell you that because me don't know one box, but it's like I've seen where slowly and chronically is becoming people's ritual. Remember, this I come from an ex-artist, so you know, I look up to. So I say, oh, okay. But every single time I use that monotone and that counting thing, like, excuse me, since lately, them always hit. So
and then you have that, but you have that slang though. Bush, how you go?
Bush loader.
Bush loader. There you go. We can't do it the right way, but
look here,
Bush loader.
You can't deny it.
That's
like,
your signature
really,
right there.
Yeah.
You really unlock emotions when you tap into that. Like that's your superpower right there. Your frequency. When you hit them vibrations there, people will connect.
You can't walk in
on
them
a
shoes.
deeper level.
You can't walk in them shoes.
I know.
Because he has a tune by that name.
5. I know.
I was size you 50.
Go ahead.
You move big some of you. No, sir. No wonder the girl, your wife is very happy with you, eh? My goodness, could boot. I don't want to. I flip past them, they see me, I want time just float.
But you know, something I want to touch on, Yaksta, that you mentioned earlier. You said that, you know, sometimes at your lowest moment, you know, you can create like really hit songs. Since you've started, you know, since we got introduced to you through Ambition and stuff, what would share with us like a down moment and how you were able to evolve through those dark times?
You see, most people, this is how I actually learn about the music itself.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who will cap my victory. It's a process. Glory. Yeah. So it's like...
I'm afraid you're bad up, so. Leave her alone. All right, go on.
A terrorist.
I don't mind. Me like terrorists.
Yeah, so it's like 12 months in from Ambition, because remember we couldn't travel. So all I could capitalize on was like virtual shows and like dub plates. I remember we have a theme at that time where we basically have a finance, because the world locked down at the time. I know think from once you bus from the garrison, people look upon you as a Scotia.
Right.
You know, not yeah, because literally artists don't really have problems. Because most people literally believe that, you know. And even if you do and say, them still don't say artists, you might get a show tomorrow morning for 700,000, so you still can't find it. Because you get it from friend and family. Literally from my rise to fame, I'm not saying there hasn't been moments where it is very glorious and fulfilling. But you get more turmoil days than gratification. But I'm still thankful for both. You get me?
Yeah.
So the whole entire career, there's always been up. There's never, no artist can tell us that there's a steady up. Because some can afford certain things based on certain advance that they took. Some take the longer road like myself. For me, as a man, just believe in a building from ground up and just keep using the resilience I have and the zeal and the vigor which I install for just know, sorry, at this me I do, and nobody can detour me. So literally, I can tell this from my boss. Trauma, betrayal. It's never stop.
The man upstairs never gives you more than you can manage.
Yeah.
And every time that there is adversity, there's always opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
And we realize that you find every opportunity in the adversity. So you don't worry yourself. That's why we can't walk inside your shoes. And you have a tune by the name there. I would love for you to introduce it and make the listeners them happy.
Yeah, man. So you don't know Big Up Leaders Production. You don't know Smokehouse, Gilver Music, same way. You know Bush Music, Set Speed, and Divine Global. And Yaksta himself. And I say since lately, I'm feeling unworthy. Until you walk inside my shoes, don't judge my journey. Now play my song.
Lollipop, what happened to you? Are your friend around there?
Yeah, my leaders. See, if you hear me cuss about door tonight in the song, I know I feel like a change, not change. But that's the harsh reality and sometimes we talk it. So the fans them can comprehend. When I do this a trend. Message. I say since lately, I'm feeling unworthy. Until you walk inside my shoes, don't judge my journey. I got issues lurking, cause inside I'm hurting. And I got nothing to prove, just live while learning. Visa gonna make you solid. At the bar that them take and go foreign. No grudge a girl choose, she get married. Her husband a well-known gallus. The facade look real panogramming. Them devil none of them mentally. Never live by promise. If it come for the fool, that means it don't honest. Give thanks that you can have your use. Them healthy. Stop tear down your friend Alice. She a struggle with having miscarriage. And get abused till she almost buried. Yes, me rich but me endure challenge. Nobody feel all this a luck. Did have to carry burdens like camel. I say since lately, I'm feeling unworthy. Until you walk inside my shot, don't judge my.
Hey, I don't know, man. Let me tell you. Why? On a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 20. I mean, you peak the scale twice. Brother, why? Where you find them lyrics, man?
It's life.
A lot of people write lyrics. They will say they are going to write about a particular theme or a particular message. And some people just freestyle, off the dome. What's your style?
Both.
Yeah,
you have days I'm just walk in a booth and just do certain things off the dome. Then you have some days when I just really and truly want to make this a more universal concept.
Yeah,
you know?
more structured.
And then we sit down and structure it over and over again. Because sometimes I write like 15, 16 songs per day. And it take me like 2 months before I voice one. You know, just like even Lollipop song.
Yeah.
I'm listening to rhythm, because the rhythm, is it anybody who get Lollipop the rhythm there?
Yeah.
They ain't like Lollipop, you know?
But, you know, okay, I'm not business doing it now, not friend.
So I just say, all right, I'm not going to rush it, you know?
And you know, when Lollipop hear Lollipop, that's cool, man.
A long time.
A long time.
I'm going to stop playing for Irish.
You know, so me not deal with the one Yaksta again, because I'm not deal with good enough, man.
Big and fat and ugly.
You can't bother with him, you know.
Oh, gosh.
Why poor Lollipop, I might get it tonight, boy.
But, you know, good thing, breadcrumbs, he came through. But let's talk about, we have a few minutes remaining. I want to see if we can get a chance
2
to
minutes.
open the...
2 minutes.
Right, but Daddy Yaksta.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Yaksta the dad and
the
how
baby
you
in here.
balance
Hi, baby.
music and the babe.
Yes.
Yeah. Family is everything for me. You understand? Because most of us come from a very dramatic, depleting type of family structure.
That's true.
And it's very imperative that fathers stick around them children these days, because really and truly, based on how the world ago and the madness way society teach you picking them, even if you can't be there every single day because of work, make it a point of the duty to still remind them that you love them and you're dead, and them can call upon you and be them best friend, be them confident, still teach them the morals of life same way, and don't try to move from the moral compass, because real and truly, if you look on it, males want to be females and females want to be males. And when you look on society right now, it's very confused. So for me personally, all of me have to give me last to me youth them. We'll do that, you know? I'm impressed anyway.
And that's because you're a good father.
That's a solid note to really bring things to close on,
But I'm glad Yaksta there. My youth, you reach us so late, my youth. You know, long we want to talk to you.
I tap me, you know.
You tap? I didn't know who you.
No.
You're not no link in the police force, man.
Other that, man. Somebody in the link
link, my lad.
Since night, just nail like Yaksta.
No, man, you should call me. I mean, no,
somebody like this play like me, and make sure you get a warm time tonight. Believe me, I tell you straight.
We believe you.
Anytime a police stop me.
I sent me a police stop you.
No, anywhere in Jamaica at all.
Oh, they don't like you.
It's the even thing, give me a ticket.
Yeah.
It was never from a disrespectful standpoint.
Yeah.
Them always approach it with respect because I remember I'm in a troublemaker.
Right. No,
but you have a person tonight.
What does
never like me, you know?
But you behave yourself, whoever the policeman.
So you know, bust out the slogan, man. Bush Lord.
Bush Lord.
Them know a woman, but the youth them they good enough. But you just have a person then, and
you have a one man who have a problem.
It wasn't a man still, but he just not like me, you know.
You mean she don't like you?
Look here, I understand. Because one time I have one female officer, she alone give me 6 tickets.
Yeah, man.
So I am very, very lucky with police. You know, so me always can laugh them out and me gone. Big up every officer out there still. See?
Yeah, big up every officer though.
Big up every officer, please.
Yes, absolutely. Them have a duty and a responsibility for true. But Yaksta, thank you so much.
Blessings.
You know, you know how it go. We can't stop play the tracks. So just keep the music coming. We're looking out for your album. Quickly remind us release date when.
It's always gonna be on February 22nd. That's a very, very special date for me.
Right.
So every time an album going drop is the same date. You know?
Got you.
Yeah.
February 22nd.
Yeah, man.
Oh, boy, I tell you something. Were you somebody for the Grammys? We want to be at the Grammy Awards with you.
You know, right now, I just work on music who can heal people. Myself and my family. I don't even care about them things anymore.
Yeah, true. What about this? Take your Grammy and
If
yammy.
it come, you know.
About this? Take your Grammy and yammy with some fish and bammy. Cross. All right. So we want to say
Yaksta, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
I've carried watched the book up Yaksta last time. You know, rich. Watched one of the many. So
thank you. Yaksta, bless yourself and keep smiling, yeah.
Thanks for my blessings, man. Love and light. See?
Yeah, we want to say, yo, boss.
Yeah, man. Powers. Yeah,
man. Love
man,
Yaksta.
Big up Yaksta every time, and you know that's basically our time. So I want to say a big thank you to
we want to say thanks.
Who came through.
Say thanks to our producers, Rashona Fitzhenley, Shamara Preston, Vivine Stewart, and Jody and Dawkins. Our technical operators, DJ Lollipop, and our in-studio engineer, DJ Kemar. Telephone operator, Rochelle Davis, and our social media specialist, of course, Peter Broadba. Join us next week.
Yes, and a big thank you to Yaksta and Olaf Blackwood.
Olaf Blackwood, yeah. We want to say thanks to everyone. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
Yes, Russ.